Sip that shit till I'm too faded. I'm in LA with it. You can't really live it how you want if you got limits. Tried to tell my dogs I'm not employed. All they say, oh, believe in me, believe in me, believe in me. Okay, you leave in me, you leave in me, you leave in me, don't be okay.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another Wins and Losses podcast with your host, Adam Perez. Today we have a very special guest. Matter of fact, two special guests. Let me get that right really quick. All the way from LA. Just flew in straight off the boat. No, not off the boat, my bad. Straight off the plane, fresh off the plane. And yeah, why don't we go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys?
What's up, y'all? My name is Franskiiz, aka Franskiiz, also part of the Image.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Watrcup, also part of the Image.
Hell yeah, bro. So I appreciate you guys coming out, first off.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks
for having
How's
us.
the flight? Everything cool?
Yeah, dude.
It was high. I mean,
Yeah.
some of us better than others.
Yeah, I know, right? I heard
Some of
someone
us-
had to upgrade
Stop.
to...
Some of us real VIP
Stop
over
it.
here.
Stop it.
In his cookies.
Yeah, Mr. High Class, friend, huh?
I'm not high class.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
no.
Mr. A1 over here.
No, I'm more like C2, C21, 21C.
Hey, bro, let's go ahead and get into it, bro, because I'm sure the viewers, everyone just saw you guys dropped a new single and everything like that called...
Yes, sir.
Yep, bro. So I want to make sure we get into that, bro. Every Woman, right? I saw the visuals, stuff like that. You guys been sitting on that track a while or anything like that, or?
Yeah, it's been a minute. When we recorded that, well, we got the sample Father's Day of
Yeah.
last year. So we started
Oh,
making
okay.
it like literally right around Father's Day last year. And then like sat on it for like what, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, almost a month.
Almost
pretty
a
much,
month. We
but-
went to Wyoming. We're like, yo, this is actually fire. Came back,
Yeah.
finished it up, and then it just became like one of our personal favorites. Like, we love that song.
You knew that was the one that was coming out
Yeah.
next, right?
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it even got better because we just got our homie Cabello on it, too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a hit. I heard that one for sure. I saw the visual. Like I said, you guys planned on like coming up with a music video or anything like that
So
too?
it's
or?
like we're trying to do something a little bit more interesting with this one. So it's part of the EP we got coming out,
Okay.
called OK, dropping it in end of January.
Hey, there you go. Y'all
Yes,
heard
sir.
it first.
Little
Let's
plug, little
go.
plug.
January.
End of January. But so instead of a music video, we're doing like it's all basically one video, so 30-second loops. So it all makes sense. Like it all kind of goes into like one big thing.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
But so that's why it's looping. It seems kind of quick. It's like it's part of like a larger thing. We want to do like one video for all of them.
Hell yeah, that's
basically.
what's up, bro.
Yes,
So
sir.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
I know, like, you guys had, just had that hit Beaujolais too. That also came out,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
That was fire. The first time
Thank you, bro.
Star put me on actually too on that first song. I was like, damn, this is a hit. We definitely got to get him on here,
Man,
bro.
thank you.
How'd you guys
Thank
feel
you.
about that, bro? After releasing that, you guys felt pretty good about
No,
that.
I felt great. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, the best feeling is when a new song comes out. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you work so hard on something, and then it's like you wait for it to come out. But there's a process with everything, and once that process finally comes out, into fruition, it's fucking amazing.
It's like
you know
a
what I mean?
big ass stress reliever. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. With you.
Oh yeah,
How
bro.
does it work with like the playlists, like Spotify? I know you guys.
What you mean?
Like, artists really want your songs obviously to be on playlists.
For
Does
sure.
that, like, play a big role in like the hype or the marketing aspect of it.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think artists always want to get the biggest playlist. Like they want to be on everything. But I think the cool thing that we started seeing with the track, which was like what none of us really expected, is just seeing like how many people reached out to us personally about
See, that's
it. Like,
that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Bro, like just like seeing like kids from like India, kids from it's like
Everywhere.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah,
this is crazy.
Everywhere.
Like I'm literally you see my ass on fucking Google Translate and I'm just hopping in, typing their message back to them
Yeah.
in whatever language.
Whatever they're coming at you with,
I'm
yeah.
acting like I speak 30 different languages at one time. And I'm
Dude.
just like I don't even know what I'm saying half the time, but it's like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the coolest part, bro.
Yeah,
Just seeing-
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
bro, making an impact, bro, on individuals that you haven't even personally met, bro.
Dude,
like
oh,
that
yes.
means something.
It
you know what I
really
mean?
is crazy.
Exactly, bro. I feel like a lot of the music, bro, you guys are making has like made an impact, bro. I've like seen your guys' YouTube, all the drop, everyone, their comments are like, you guys got like a cult following, bro. People
For
really
sure.
mess with you, which is
For
like
sure.
super good, bro. I feel like on the Beaujolais video too, bro. Like that was a high class music video, bro. Like usually, like as a viewer to some people, bro, like I kind of see these local artists come out with like music videos that are, I don't want to say like shitty, but like what I mean.
I guess like lower quality.
Yeah, just say just like
early in the stage.
exactly. And when I seen your guys' videos, like dang, these guys put time into it. They invested time into it. So I
100%.
wanted to ask you guys, like, you know, like was obviously that wasn't shot in one day, right? Like this was it?
It was shot in one
That
day.
was shot in one day,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
You guys, that
one
means you guys
day.
are just all focused, bro.
I
That's
Legit.
didn't even know what that shoe was like.
Four,
That's
four,
like 9 hours.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star
Oh, you
was
were
there.
there. Yeah, Star
Yeah.
was there
Well,
for
he
all
left
shit.
early, and we were filming till like 4 a.m.
Oh my god.
Oh,
4 to 4.
bro. Yeah, no, that music, like that's quality stuff. That's why I was like, damn, bro, these guys are really doing it.
Oh, yeah, shout out Gal.
Lopes, B2 Studios, everybody.
Hey, that's what's up,
Yeah.
bro.
There's a lot of hands on that.
So like,
It's like the idea behind the video, because I know I talked to one of you guys about it during that day, but what was like the whole, just give us a breakdown of that whole video if people haven't seen it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it was going through at a time when there was so much stuff going on. Like, we were just like kind of getting our grounding and like what we were as artists. And like during this whole process, there was like, you know, riots in LA, riots everywhere else. There was, you know, coronavirus was like hitting a peak.
So many things.
And we were like, you know, it's kind of, it would be weird for us at this point in time to drop a video that was just like party bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we wanted that. Like, we wanted to do party bullshit, but we're like, how do we make that fit into something that also is like super relevant to like what's going on right now? And we thought, like, why not have something super high class, super high quality, which was Beaujolais is like a high, it's like the vibe's high class. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
go ahead.
it's a wine.
It's a wine.
I gotta
Yeah.
say that because
there we go.
most people
Yeah,
don't
most
know
people,
that.
when I first heard it, I was like, what?
Yeah, it is a wine. I wouldn't say it's like particularly the best tasting wine.
We need to get some Beaujolais in
No,
here, bro.
bro,
That's what we
you know
need.
what? Look, if I'm
Don't
gonna-
drink it, though. Don't drink it.
look, if I'm gonna plug this company right now, I mean, I feel like we probably upped some kind of sales in this company right now. It's not, I don't know if it's a company. I think it's actually it's a type of wine. It's a type of wine.
Kirkland
Try it for yourself. Yeah, Kirkland Beaujolais. Try it for yourself. It might actually.
The image, Kirkland Beaujolais.
Bro, speaking of the image, okay, let's get into that, bro. Let's take it a step back real quick because the image, right, obviously has some type of meaning to it. A lot of people, you know, are onto you guys, and I feel like, you know, everyone can have a different perspective, but now that, you know, we're here in one room, we get a chance to express what the image really is.
You take it first. You get
Well, I guess from where I stand within the image, I mean, this project to begin with is so, I guess it's like so diverse to begin with. You know what I mean? Because you're bringing together someone like me that comes from Hawaii and someone like Water that comes from LA. You know what I mean? And combining those two cultural aspects, you know, create something that's so like immaculately specific. You know what I mean? And I guess to dive deeper, the meaning, you know, that we kind of grew into was like, the image is all about the music at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We do this for absolutely the clarification and the verification in reality that, you know, it's all about the music. And what we do is just for the love of the music.
Exactly. Everything is for the music. Same Water.
Yeah,
Are you gonna add on to that.
I mean, there's definitely more meaning, but
It's just like going back to like how it originated to like where, like what it's become, like what we're doing now. I think it's grown so much since its like earlier stages. Like, I remember when the idea first sparked, it was like, you know, we're gonna wear the masks. Like, that would be cool. Like, there was a lot of SoundCloud.
How did it spark, like, at first? Like, okay, like, first off, you guys, okay, you just said you're in LA, you're in Hawaii at the time, and then you moved to LA and you meet Water, or is it like...
I'll give you guys like the full breakdown of how it happened. So I was in Oregon going to school. I was finishing up like my last year of college, and I had come down. I was doing my own thing with music, and I had come down for a session in December 2018, right? 2018. Yeah. And I had this engineer pull up to the session, and I remember calling my manager, Ox, who's now both of our managers, and I was like, yo, bro, I need someone who's an engineer and a producer. He found me this kid. It didn't work out. Dude bailed halfway through the session. We still had like 3 more hours of time, and I didn't want to waste money, so I was like, who else do you know that could come? And he's like, okay, I know Fran. And I'm like, oh yeah, Fran was on this song of a homie of mine, Xavi. So like they did their song together. So I already knew he knew what the hell he was doing. So I'm like, okay, have him pull up.
Yeah.
Fran pulls up, brings his whole big ass keyboard. Dude's got his perm and glasses. I'm like, what the fuck did I just walk into?
I didn't look like this before.
Yeah, this dude's out here with his big old perm and
We'll pull up a picture right here on the side. We'll pull up a picture.
You gotta pull up that picture.
Old me right
We'll edit it in or something.
Which one you want? You want watermelon or tangerine?
Reload.
Tangerine. That's fire. Okay. And then so we made this song, like one of my oldest songs, Pluto, and it was just, you know, compared to what we're doing now, trash. But like the vibe was there. Like I knew instantly. Like Fran knows what the fuck he's doing. It's a go. Whatever. I go back to Oregon. I do like this little mini tour of I don't know, it was like Seattle, California, and Oregon, whatever. I forgot. That's another story. But
Okay, and this is Water like as an individual, right?
This is the fruition.
It was my own thing, and I had this idea on the drive over to one of these states, and I was like, bro, this just not working out. Like, there's so many SoundCloud rappers. They all got an image. I just look like a fucking normal ass white dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, how's this gonna be something special? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna take me seriously. And I was like, what if I put on a mask? I needed the music to be like crazy, so I come back to LA and I started getting really in depth with Fran. Like, we're working on a bunch of music, and I'm like, bro, like, we should do this together. Like, this should be like a duo. Like, it just felt right.
Yeah,
he's doing
intuition.
Exactly, bro. Like, the chemistry was there. Like, we were making it happen, and that was the earliest stages. And as it came to grow, Fran was the one that actually gave me the meaning. He was like, bro, like, this isn't just us making music anymore. Like,
Something
with
bigger.
all the vibes we're doing. Like, I remember he sat me down. He's like, bro, this is like, we're touching on genres. We're touching on different cultures. Like, we're becoming like something way bigger than just making tracks and dropping.
Yeah,
and it's tough to portray that right now because none of the music is out, bro. Like, we've been doing this for 2 years, maybe dropped 5 songs. We got a catalog of almost 300 songs, like, ready to go.
Yeah,
for
ready
the
to go.
people,
See,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's unreal, and we touch on everything. And so, like, how I always think about our relationship is like I bring like a little spark, like I'm like the little spark of the lighter, and Fran's the gas. Like Fran, like gets it fucking going, and then we keep building off of each other. That's like where the chemistry comes into play.
Could you say like that was like okay, because like you know that was you as an individual at first. Like, could you say that was like a aha moment where you're like, damn, okay, like meeting Fran, like okay, I could really do this.
Bro,
yeah,
yes,
like I could
100%.
really
Hell
fucking
like
yes.
Meeting each other was so it was
Huge
so
turning
crucial.
point?
Yeah, very big turning point because in
at this
reality,
point, where were you at?
bro, it was like
Let's get your perspective.
my perspective. Like, okay, let me just add a little insert. Like, this whole thing came like it was like a 3-day notice. Like Ox, he texted me. He's like, yo, this dude wants to book a session with you, and it's some anonymous artist. And at the time, like, so even like at that time, I was just working with a bunch of different artists, trying to just network myself as an engineer and producer, but mainly engineer. So that's what was just getting me the work and everything else along with the studio. But he told me he had this artist that wanted to book out 2 weeks of my time, and I was like, yo, who's this guy? He's like, yeah, no Instagram, whatever. And all of a sudden, that day comes, and this dude, Water, pulls up, and he's like, what's up?
I was just trying to fuck with him. That's like that's like the big thing. Like, he's hella gullible, so like I knew like
very gullible.
I was like, I'm booked out 2 weeks, and I just didn't tell him it was me the whole time, and that's
that same night we have this record. We like this from this day. I feel like it's just the purest form of the image called gospel. It's gonna come out. You know what I mean? When the time's right. But yeah, I guess to even go on after that, it's just we just kept working and working at this. Honestly, building it from like the even the basement level. You know what I mean? Like, not even the ground level, but even underneath it. Like, there's just so much like meaning and understanding that we both like reflect on every time we come together to put it into the existence of the music and everything. And with that, like today, like the evolution of it all is just so crazy. Like it's deeper than like I can't even like go back. I can't even like say that I could go back 2 years ago when we first started this and redo it, because I feel like it's just like it's a 1 in a million type connection.
Can we go back? Like, I think we got a little bit of Water's perspective. Can we go back to your perspective? Like,
yeah, like when you were I saw like you were doing shows in Hawaii, right? And
like, what's your background? Like, give us your full background in music, especially. Like,
okay.
Well, yeah. First off, and touch on too, like the producing and engineering. Like, how'd you even get into that before?
So I mean, I grew up like playing violin, piano. From
in Hawaii.
In Hawaii, yeah. So I born and raised from Hawaii. Went there, and then when I graduated high school is when I moved out. To go to audio engineering school out here in Arizona, Mesa, Arizona. And then from there, it was a 9-month was a pretty intense program. 9 months. From there, interned in LA. That's when I moved out July of 2018, about 6 months before I met Water. And then from there, interning at the studio, just a bunch of freelance work on the side as well, just networking my way to honestly finding Water in reality. You know what I mean? Was a part of this whole process, you know, because then 2 months later, you fast forward from just working with Water on Watrcup stuff, it evolved into now we're starting this thing called The Image out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And with all that, like the same time, Franskiiz, I was doing my own, you know, solo project, dropping my own music. Once we started The Image, like I was just, you know what, let me just take a step back and just like kind of refocus on like rebuilding my strengths, as well as like learning new things from different artists, as well as like, you know, he's a writer, you know, and I'm like, I guess heavy on the production because of my musical background, you know. So
so then like at that point, like I'm assuming then you guys merged together, right?
Yes.
moved in together. Am I right?
No.
So,
no.
oh, not.
I just
I'm jumping the gun, huh?
House,
yeah,
bro.
he
Like,
basically lives
everybody
there.
thinks I live there. No, I don't live at that house, but I'm just
okay.
there. Every
He lives in the
day,
studio
so
there.
Yeah, I do.
But, like-
I spend many nights on that couch.
So let's talk about like a typical day then. Like, so if you're talking about like, you know, you don't even live there, but you're there all the time.
Yeah.
I'm assuming every day, what, you
Well,
guys are working on music? That's it?
Yeah, every day it's
Every
like,
day?
yeah, it's just every day. Like, usually we love to work at the nighttime, so
Yeah.
everything else during the
That's when the
day
vibes
is like,
come
oh,
out.
yeah.
That's
yes,
when the
that's
vibes
when
come
the
out.
true vibes come out.
Prime doesn't even start till like 2 p.m. or
Right.
2 a.m.
2 a.m., bro.
Like, we finish sessions like 7:45, 8 o'clock in the morning.
The sun's up already.
I
Like,
get my ass home, bro, and I swear to God, I'm sitting in fucking morning rush hour traffic trying to get home. Like, it's the worst, bro, but it's the best at the same time, because when you come home and you have like
You have a record.
something you really love, like
Yes.
when we get like a crazy demo done, like I just feel like it's the best drive in the world. I could be stuck in fucking like
Hell yeah.
the worst traffic possible.
It doesn't even matter. You just accomplish some big things. You're just
Exactly.
like, bro, I feel good about
and
it.
it's
and that traffic
crazy
don't mean
too.
nothing.
Like even to go into more specifics, this whole time, like the world's moving. You know, like right now where we're like in this weird like halt where everyone's like things are so passive, and like people are like, oh, you know,
Exactly.
everyone's a little scared.
Definitely fear.
Yeah, but
Fear
at that
is
time it
definitely-
was like
sure.
we locked ourselves away. You know what I mean? Like we kind of like quarantined ourselves at
created your own realm that you-
Bro, this was before
COVID. Like concerts, Coachella was going on, Rolling Loud. You know what I mean? Like everyone was out and about, and then all of a sudden,
You guys locking down what you're talking about was before quarantine hit?
Way
yes,
before,
way
bro.
before
See?
2018, bro.
This
Like,
is like
2019.
almost 2 years of us doing this, and then it kind of sucked because, you know, when COVID started, we had already had this catalog, and we're like, okay, bro,
You
now
guys
we're
were ready.
Yeah, but we're like, we're ready to
Yeah,
go.
we're ready to
go.
like whatever. We gotta if we wanted to go on
But-
somebody's tour or whatever.
I think it was even a little bit more of a blessing because
Yep.
we finished some of these even more key tracks, which will start following along in the next couple months, even including Every Woman that happened after COVID. But like it even locked us in more to like get this to this other step that we feel comfortable
Exactly.
with, you know?
Exactly,
And
yeah.
it's like that's the beauty of everything you're doing, even with, you know, with this podcast, everything
Uh-huh.
is like there's always
Bro, there's level and exactly
Bro,
there's levels
yes,
to everything,
exactly,
and that's
bro.
what I really wanted to touch on with you guys too. You know, hence the name Wins and Losses. I feel like
up.
at this time, bro, at this stage of your career, you know, you guys, you just brought it up. Like, you know, fear is definitely involved. You know, so that can kind of, you know, play into some major setbacks. You might feel like, were there any like setbacks at any point, even if it was, you know, the individual or just together, where you were like, dang, I feel a little discouraged. You know what I mean? Just like like, dang, man, like
goes
I need
up
to take
and
a
down.
break or.
It goes up and down every week. Like you never know.
Roller coaster, bro.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Emotions. Though, like Water can go, and then Fran, and then like as the image, like what was your
You want like specific
Yeah,
flows?
like
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, give me something that like stuck out to you. Like you just remember at one point you're like, damn, man, like,
Well,
you know, like
I can go really quickly. Like I was in a relationship at the time, so a lot of my time
there you go.
was
Time.
dedicated. It was like a split card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really, like my nights were honestly rapidly just taken away. You know, because I honestly needed. It's like I think long term. So you know, like if someone's in it for the long run, they'll understand. But you know what I mean? Things always may not work out as they seem. And at that time, you know, it just slowly chipped away from a relationship that I was in, you know what I mean, which eventually like came to a close. But from that, like I guess the winning side of it was you know, it opened a lot of different emotions that, you know, like you hold in that relationship.
Exactly, bro. That's why it's important to value those losses or those setbacks because you know you can learn more from those losses at some points, more than your wins could teach you sometimes, right?
Yes,
exactly. So
even if they didn't seem like wins,
exactly, bro. But for you to be able to realize that, you know, I think is what separates, you know, some individuals because they might get discouraged and just you know throw the whole idea away,
even throw that whole towel in.
And
like they'll just be like, nah, I can't do this anymore.
Exactly, and it's gone. So it's like, you know, being able to, and then also I think what really helps is that, you know, you guys are a team, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like having a team with you,
dude, I
really
on
exactly.
this kid so much.
See, and I'm sure he depends on you just as much, which really helps. You know what I mean? In the long run, you guys understand that, you know, there's a whole future ahead of you guys. You got any specifics, Water, you want to throw in there?
Bro. I mean, it's just life in general, bro. Like, I mean, so much shit happens. Like, maybe 6 months ago, my pops got diagnosed with cancer, and my pops is like, if anyone knows me, like, that's my idol, bro. Like, I look up to my dad more than any other person on the planet. It's my guy. He's on a pedestal to me, and it was like, within the last year, it was kind of like both my grandparents, my third grandparent on my mom's side, and then my dad all got cancer within a year. My dad now, thankfully, is in remission. Like so quick how it happened, but he's doing good. And it was like going through that whole process. We're making music, and I'm starting to think, you know, like worst case scenario, what the fuck am I gonna do in my life if my dad's not in my life? You know, like how am I gonna get to that? Like, how am I gonna be good?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I possibly gonna be a functioning person? I spent every day with this kid while going through that. We did this whole project, bro, and we're just making song after song, and it's like you could tell that you could feel the pain and everything. But I think now with everything, with him getting better, and, you know, with our music finally coming out, like, I feel like it's almost on the upswing.
Exactly.
I feel a little bit more like at peace knowing that there was that struggle, and knowing that, like, my whole family had to go through that, and we all were scared. We were all going in that same mental space of not knowing what the hell was going on, and it was like,
but we were just sticking out together.
Exactly, bro.
Exactly, bro. And that goes back to the team and everything.
Straight
bro.
up.
Exactly.
Teams win and lose, but
exactly, and it's together. You know what I mean? It's the whole process,
together.
bro. I feel like that's like super key. One thing I really wanted to touch on too, bro, is just like, you know, bringing up like how important planning is, because I feel like, you know, that's something that has to be somewhat important to you guys when it comes down to strategically releasing music and stuff like that. Like you said in the beginning, every woman, you had that, you know, in the bank, you had that sitting for a while. Like, are there like you know, like how much planning, like how much do you guys like you know, really like talk about as far as like releasing the EP? Like, why January? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you guys came up with this like a long time ago.
No, bro. Yeah, we're months in right now of just planning this one EP, and I think when we spent so much time building the whole catalog, like the 2 years, we were planning every aspect so finely. And, you know, that's not really necessarily what every artist does. Everybody's got their own path. You know, everybody's does what they want to do, but like, we really respect a good strategy. You know, and we want to make sure we know where everything is going. It's like a chess move for all of us.
Exactly.
You know? So
exactly.
We want, because there's so much music and there's so many ideas, we want the right ideas to come out at the right time.
Exactly.
So I think, you know, our mindset going into this new year is just like, you know, 2020 fucking it blew, bro. Like, everybody hated 2020. Like, no one's gonna tell you it was a great year. Like,
exactly.
You know, but coming into this new year, we want the complete like refresh. We want like, people are gonna be in that mindset of, you know, it might still be shitty, but like, we're opening back up, we're focusing on what's next, and we want that to be like how we're attacking like the rest of the year, like going forward, everything. So like, that's why we chose the specific songs for the EP that we did,
and starting the new year right. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly, bro. Do you feel like COVID like had an impact on you guys' like on your music, or just like
in many different ways? I feel like, you know, for a lot of people, it might have been really tough, you know, and it created hardships, you know, sending out, you know, hopeful prayers to those families and those people. But, you know, for us, fortunately enough, like, there have been immense opportunities that have, you know, that we've been fortunately blessed, you know, that have come into fruition for us, you know, especially during these trying times, you know.
Exactly. I got you. So just going back to like, you know, because I'm sure the people want to hear this, bro. I don't know if like, you know, like, how about wait, what happened? I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
He just got the giggle.
I know, right? If you guys don't know, this dude
But,
Fred
yeah,
always
he's
has
a
like
geek.
something to
He's a
say,
geek.
always goofy, always laughing, doing some shit. But so like you're basically I don't want to say you're behind the scenes, but you're fully like you're producing the music, and then Water comes in and just like hops on the beat. Or like, how does like it's? I want to know what the studio vibe is like, because we're talking.
It's yin yang.
It's
It's so yin
It's
yang.
so
Does the beat come
entertaining.
first? Does the lyrics come first?
Nah,
Does
well,
the, like,
what comes first is
The idea.
the vibe.
Yep, the
it's
vibe.
literally we sit there and we're like, yo, what's
Diagnose
the
it.
vibe? What do we want to hit right
Yep.
now? Like what genre, what tone, everything.
okay, and then from there, Fran cooks up a beat or
He cooks
something.
up a
And
melody.
95% of the time, Water's like, yo, we should try this. You know what I mean? Because in reality, like, I could sit there for honestly years and just be like, oh, I could do this or this. You know what I mean? Like, I could. It's not like I can just decide, but I feel like with me, it's just so many different things that I could do that it comes really, you know. It may be hard sometimes to just sit there and like, you know, so that's where and pinpoint
Exactly.
one direction. So
At
that,
some point, I feel like you guys got to feel like somewhat exhausted, like
Oh,
you know,
yeah, no,
especially
I do.
late at night like
Oh,
that,
my
like you
goodness.
guys said. Like,
happens.
are there any things that you guys like to do, like you know, to kind of like balance the time,
We
like?
ball, bro. Like we,
Yeah,
we,
oh
yeah.
yeah, there's
we
some
do
ballers
ball,
out
yeah.
here. Ballers,
play
what?
Smash, bro. I'm like, I
Oh
might
yeah,
be,
Smash,
I
good old
might
Smash.
be
Huh?
the single greatest Smash player of all time.
Oh, hey,
Also-
bro. Hey, I have some. I heard. I
Nah,
heard.
Also 2K though. I gotta get that in there. 2K
Okay, yeah.
and Madden.
Nick, he
I swear
wants
to
the
God, I don't
smoke.
think anybody alive is
Hey,
gonna
bro.
beat me in
I
Madden.
heard y'all.
Jared wants the smoke.
Yeah,
I heard
do
y'all were
actually.
playing. But I heard first off, I heard you guys play Smash like every night, and on top of
Religiously.
that, one night, just like not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, Fran cooked up a little diss track to.
Oh my
to
God!
the-
How do you know about it? I know about it. This is like a
he has
reason, bro.
the insider.
Bro, what's up with that, bro? You
That
guys-
song is coming out, bro.
Oh no,
Bro,
oh,
that
it's
song
coming
is-
out.
I'm not even gonna lie.
We don't got it.
I
on
might
deck. We
I
can't
might
play
mess
it, though.
around, bro. I might mess around and make a whole little mixtape.
There needs to
Whole
be-
little Smash
there
Bros.
needs to be a little
mixtape.
context on that because you guys.
All right,
gotta- you
explain
guys
how
gotta-
this happened, bro.
So
Let's-
there's a really big rivalry going on with me and Nick, like a super big rivalry. Like Nick Lamar.
Shout out to Nick. Y'all seen him on the podcast.
Photographer, our boy,
Go like and subscribe to
the
the
man.
videos.
But there's a really big
Hey,
rivalry.
give me another white claw. Go ahead.
One of my best friends hate his fucking guts when we play Smash. Like my arch nemesis. He talks mad shit. Anyway, Fran one night is like, you know, I'm getting tired of Nick always being an asshole when we're playing. It's annoying. So Fran, ooh, you got the spills.
Good look on just tossing that.
This man shook it up.
Right, fuck, bro. This dude now we're drained.
He shook it the fuck up.
God, are you okay?
I'm okay, bro.
Hey, bro. I don't think you got an accident or nothing.
Thank you, bro.
I'm just looking out. You know what I mean?
Big drip over here.
Can I
Let's
have-
go,
Can I have one of these mints, by the way? They're just sitting
bro.
here.
Of course, that's for y'all, bro.
Let's
Let's do it, bro. Okay, bro. Cause yeah, I got some insight on that. I heard, you know, it was like 2 rounds. This dude cooked up something.
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
like,
it was gas.
Three rounds.
Three rounds.
It was gas. We
Don't
made
give me
it
too
so
much hype.
my character is Greninja for anybody that wants to know, and Fran made me a Greninja diss track coming at Nick.
Hey, we low key have to add like a 20-second snippet of it.
we're
All right, no, we'll throw it in here. We'll throw it
in
in.
the podcast. Yeah.
So I was like, naturally, heard the song, started just whooping Nick's ass like it was no problem because Nick's not that good.
and like this is fresh. Like one take
Oh,
Jake.
to-
Like
to get
like,
it out there, Nick's trash.
Oh, Nick's trash.
Oh, Nick,
Don't listen to
Nick,
anything
you
this
heard
kid
it,
says.
Nick, you're
Don't listen to
booty.
anything this kid says. Nick is booty. Nick has no skills, nothing. Him and his brother Dorian too.
You brought Dorian in here.
I don't have to really try.
I'm not-
beat them both like it's no problem.
Let me. Sorry.
Anyway, so
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead,
let you
go
hit that after. But Frank cooked up the beat. He put down a verse and a hook, and I'm like, oh my god, this is maybe the most gas diss track of all time.
Greninja.
Coming at Ness as a Smash character, but also subliminally towards Nick Lamar.
Too fast for a boy like Ness. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm saying?
hard. It's
All
hard.
right, we're gonna play it for sure.
And
bro.
I had to hop on. I had to beat his ass, leave, hop in the studio, get my verse down, came back, put the song on full blast, and then just kind of ended Nick's career. Like,
Just
all
put that
within,
shit down.
like,
Greninja.
A couple hours. That was all within a couple hours.
Greninja.
Give me your take, Fran, because what the hell was
Honestly,
going through your
bro,
mind to-
okay,
to be
li-
like, I gotta make
alright.
a diss track.
I'm 20 years old, so I can speak this.
You're 21, buddy. Don't
Yes,
forget.
yes, I'm 21. So I was honestly like a couple mics in. You know what I mean? I'm not a lightweight.
You are.
Stop it. Stop
He's
it.
lying.
I'm not a lightweight.
How many claws are you in right now?
3. Stop.
I drank that other one.
No, you didn't. Okay, sorry. I'm arguing with him off screen. But anyways, this like just instant like, yo, Nick is like, he plays like this. You know, it's like that team where you're just like, I hate that school, or like I hate that team because
Golden State Warriors.
yeah, basically the Warriors of Smash Bros. It's like, oh, yeah,
He's like,
He's
go for it.
spamming, bro.
it's
He's
like,
he's
oh,
Ness.
you're giving Steph Curry, who
He's
just magically
Ness.
can't miss a 3-pointer. You know what I mean?
PK fires till you
Yeah.
just want to break
PK fire, PK fire, PK fire. That's all you hear, bro. PK fire, PK fire, PK thunder, PK. Anyways, I was just like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna go in and just like make music because I love making music. At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
That's the thing.
So that's my coping method,
Dude, really?
which evolved into a diss track.
Oh, it got hard.
Bro, like y'all, we're gonna put this in here, and you're just gonna hear it, and you're gonna know exactly the
But
vibe.
he made a rebuttal. You guys don't know that.
No, whoa.
Yes, he made a rebuttal.
So what we're gonna do? With your guys' blessing, we gotta put a little snippet of the song.
Yeah.
But
Oh, we're gonna throw it out
next
there.
time you get a chance, we gotta also put the little kimchi rebuttal. Cause he came back at us. Like, he was so butthurt about it. He came back at us. So there's
And friends is over here just like,
friends like, all right, what are we gonna do? So there's gonna be a whole series of just Super Smash Bros. Themed songs that we're gonna put.
Let's go.
I'm thinking we need to televise these matches too, so you
Yeah,
know what
no,
I'm
so,
talking
yeah,
about.
you guys gotta see.
Bro, the viewers
you
gotta
know,
see this.
the
bro.
viewers
Like,
have
this
to
is
see
happening.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just insane.
You guys
It's-
will know. You guys will know.
Especially for me, because I'm a beginner, bro. Like I didn't grow up playing video games. I grew up playing the violin. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. There's a huge difference.
a very big difference.
So like me just watching it, I'm like, this is fueling me, bro. It's making me really uncomfortable right now because I feel like he's just like OP, as they say in 2020. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had to air quote that because some of the older viewers watching this may not get that term, but
it means overpowered.
yes,
you didn't know.
exactly. It's like it's too much. But yeah, so I just like put it out there. Water hopped on it. Song's out. Well, it's within our hands right now, but
Yeah.
it'll be for all of you to hear and listen and see.
We're gonna make a whole YouTube playlist of all
Yes.
the discs.
Okay, yeah, so it is
every
mapped out.
character, Pac-Man, what like King K. Rool,
Yeah,
you know
we're
what I
gonna get
mean?
one for-
Like
that
y'all,
was- the Greninja one is the hit.
Greninja's
though.
the hit though. That's the
Greninja's
single.
the
That's
hit.
the single.
That's the
You know,
single.
in music.
Wait, so hold
language.
on. Wait, you guys have more than one diss track?
Right now, there's one for Ness. There's one for Young Link.
Yo-
and there's the Greninja one. We gotta get through.
Young
we gotta
Link.
we gotta
They
get
are
through
cooking
damn near
up.
40. I think it's like 40 characters.
Yeah,
we're gonna do them all.
we can do it all. I'm
We're
not
gonna do
doing
them all. Eventually, we'll get to it. But that's what we're hitting on.
Bro, that is hilarious, bro. Not only are these guys cooking up fire about their real music, they're cooking up fire on some diss tracks about their own photographer and no roommate.
characters, bro. Like,
Bro, I mean, it's roommate one thing, but Smash is a whole different.
yeah,
you take the whole.
You got no
roommate-
friends in Smash. You
Yeah, no.
you got no brothers in Smash. That's a different story.
Oh my bad.
I got you. What you say?
Talk about LA.
LA?
What is it like? The
Oh,
experience.
oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah,
They're both not from
we're gonna
there.
get into that. Yeah, but okay, we can touch on the LA whole basis, bro. Okay, I feel like when you go out to LA, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I was raised out here, so every time I go out to LA, it's almost like I just feel this different type of like vibe or energy where I feel like okay, everyone here is trying to eat, everyone here has a mission, everyone here is trying to do something to better them, do something that their future self will thank them for. You know what I mean? So moving out to LA, well, I mean, you've been out in LA, Water.
Yeah, I mean, he's
but,
born and raised.
Fran, Hawaii, like, how was that whole like change? Like, what was it like?
Well, that whole change honestly starts with the tempo, the flow of things. Everything in LA compared to Hawaii is a lot really high tempo. Everything moves really quickly. People want to get from one place to another like this. You know what I mean?
Talk
Like
about Hawaii time, bro.
Give me some of the
I
different.
know about Hawaii.
I
too.
Live there with this
You know.
I still, I have to
talking
admit,
ass.
sometimes I run on Hawaii time. Like, do I really need to be there at 6?
This guy,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's 5:58. Damn, I haven't even showered.
Don't
yet.
even get me started.
versus in LA.
But in LA, it's like, yo. Like, oh my
go
God.
time.
Like, I need to be, it's like, okay, this needs to be done here. You need to be here to do this. It's all like this. You know what I mean? It may get, thing about LA though, it can get messy. You know what I mean? Because there's just so many different energies and things moving around really quickly that you either try. You have to just remind yourself why you're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially coming from where I come from, Hawaii. Like, you know, people. It's a really like humbling and grounded. Excuse me. Grounded place to come from. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Any specific like doors like you feel like being in LA has like
100%.
opened?
Yeah, I mean, starting from like the music, you know, fortunate enough in Hawaii, you know, like I met, you know, like there's some people that were able to at least get that first initial spark for me to at least get out from Hawaii to LA eventually, because I mean, for me it was Hawaii to Arizona actually, so I lived here for 9 months.
Damn, you came to the dead energy spot.
Yes, but there was a purpose here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't out here like, oh, let me party. No, I was in there like in the studio learning, and I was just there till the second I could move to LA. I moved to LA, you know. So then from there it's like, okay, it's time to eat, it's time to grind. I need to accomplish what I'm, you know, it's like people dream, especially for the entertainment industry. It's like people dream of being able to have the opportunity, and I feel like LA, you know, is so close to Hawaii too. So, you know, you have like tons of, there's just things that you don't expect, you know, because anybody that goes there, they can say the same thing. Like, you don't expect certain things. Like, you're kind of just like dreaming about it. But then at the same time, you're like working. And then all of a sudden, boom, this one opportunity comes. You're like, you don't realize it till like months later. And you're like, wow, that really happened. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. You feel like also like, I feel like it's important to touch on some collabs or anything like that. Any important people that you've like, messed with or like collabed with so far that you want to throw out there, or, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I know it's not just the image, bro. I know you guys collab. You guys are those type of people that don't want to work with people.
I mean, a lot of dope people from, you know, from like just people that are like a little bit higher than you, I guess you could say, in like this tier level of like heading to becoming an A-list artist.
Another level.
Just another level, like the Post Malones or the Roddy Riches or so and so.
Yeah. To like, let's spit it out, Water. To like,
you know, the goats.
Yeah, to like goats. Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, like there's just, you know, being in LA, I guess it just honestly. Some people, you know, I'm gonna say this though, LA is not for everyone, you know.
Okay, why?
Because some people thrive better for honestly their own life, you know what I mean? Because LA, you know, is so specific in the sense that you can be given any opportunity and do anything, but it really comes back to that person, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the individual.
Well, the individual, exactly.
Like, what do you really want to do?
Exactly.
Yeah, what do you want to put into it? What do you want? What is your final goal, I guess you could say? Or like, not even final goal, because everybody has many different goals throughout their lifetime.
Exactly,
you know?
And everyone has a different level of success, different form of success.
Right.
So,
you know, and I guess LA isn't for everybody. But for me, I guess it really set me up into the right direction. And I'm like, I'm not even going to talk about like the Kanye West or like, you know, those types of people that like we were fortunate enough to be
casual.
I like that. I just threw it in there. Right? It took like 20 sentences later for it to come out, but okay. There's the name. Right? That's a friend. Definitely some,
you know, like the
shit.
Dame Dashes and the T. But anyways, it honestly comes back to meeting people like Water. You know, like I'm just gonna say this. You know, like I always say this, but you know, meeting Water, bro, has been like one of the biggest blessings in my life. You know, because to meet somebody that wants it just as bad as you do, and will put in just as much time and effort, if not more, you know, bro, pushes the envelope for success through the roof.
Exactly.
In essence, bro, like think of it like Drake. You know, Drake is winning with the same people that he started with.
Exactly.
You know, and most importantly, bro, is finding those people. You know?
Exactly.
It's cool to meet like you know,
and it's cool. I feel like what you're touching on is like just more than talent. You know what I mean? It's like, not just that. Okay, yeah, I see value in Water, but it's the mindset he has that he realizes that like, it's bigger than just like, you know what I mean? Because after all, you're like we touched on before, you're with this dude every day. You know what I mean?
Bro,
so if let's just say, this is not the truth, guys, but I just want to throw it out there. But let's just say Water's, you know, daily goal was to fucking get high every day or something, which is, like I said, not his goal every day.
No, I'm just
you know what I mean? Then every day, your goal too is about to be like, okay, fuck, like maybe I'm about to get high too, or something
I couldn't
like that.
imagine this dude. That's not his vibe at all.
No.
Exactly.
I'm already high off of life.
Different.
I'm a natural high. Like I make people Never. That's
So how do you to go back onto that? So like, how do you feel about like? Do you think it's really important to for you to really like surround yourself by those individuals, those like-minded individuals? Do you feel like that has played a factor into your growth, your guys' overall growth?
Yes.
Because there are some individuals out there that it's just like they hang out with a whole nother crew that has a different
100%.
goal.
Fuck
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Anywhere it is, it's like people honestly adapt to the environment that they're around, and LA's environment is so different from Arizona's also to LA to Wyoming or to Alaska or whatever, you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
there's different goals based off of the environment that you're given, you know what I mean? In LA it's like you see all these crazy mansions, everybody driving fast cars, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that ultimate goal, it's like you reflect back onto like, okay, when I moved out of Hawaii, what was my goal? My goal was to be able to look back and be like, wow, I put myself in a position to really help my family, because there's so many different things that in Hawaii you're not really given that chance.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not like you can just wake up and be like, oh, I want to go do this. Oh, this person so and so just called me, and now I get to go work on this later tonight, which is like, at that time, in the scenario, you're not really thinking about it like, wow, that's a crazy opportunity. But if I was in Hawaii, I wouldn't have that chance. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I think that goes back to LA opening doors. You know what I mean, bro? Like
Pushing the envelope,
Exactly. So I'm assuming you guys didn't go to high school together at all.
No.
Right?
Who?
Who? Far, you
Man,
two.
I didn't meet this kid till I was 21 years old.
I had long hair.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, come on.
I looked like a Rick Rubin.
Wait,
Like,
he
Look like a
always-
Hawaiian.
He always jokes, and it's kind of true. I don't think we would have got along in high school. Like, we are such opposite people. Like like just the way we move, like we're opposite people. Like
that would be at a younger stage.
facts, and like we go about our business completely separately. Like, one of my best friends in the world, like I talk to him before I talk to anybody else, but we're so different on a lot of things. The thing that brings us together so much is we have such a common goal with our very core beliefs. Like, we believe in the same things of like, we both want to help people. We both want to do something bigger than ourselves. We both want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, and it's not just about us. I think that's why we get along so well. Like, there's so much, bro. If you were to pick like two of the most completely different people in the world and see how they got along, it would be us. Like, there's nothing that should make us some of the best friends in the world.
Bro,
But
seriously.
it doesn't really make sense that we're so close, but we are, bro. It's like
Beyond.
like it just doesn't
I think
really
that's
make
just
a
a
lot of
deeper,
I think it's the
deeper
frequency, bro.
sense. Facts.
You know what I
Facts.
mean?
You want to
bro,
get that
because-
deep? Yeah.
Very deep.
Hey, man, we're on the
frequency.
Wins and Losses podcast. We
Hell
talk
yeah,
about
wins and
everything,
losses.
bro. We
Hey,
talk
shout
about-
out wins and losses. We didn't.
Hey, let's
did
go.
we say it enough? I
Bro,
don't know. How many times we gotta say? We gotta say wins and
Right
losses,
here, baby.
baby.
You know what I
Shout out
mean?
to the
That
podcast.
was-
We're going
that
crazy
was
on this
intense.
podcast. We're gonna
Let's
be
go.
on this, but
Yeah, hell
we're
yeah.
gonna be
Y'all about to be out here every
Let's
day.
go.
I'll be here.
This is Fran.
Which one? Which one? What
Either
flavor
one,
you want?
either one.
Reload,
Like,
Fran.
Damn, I opened this White Claw and I just had you pour another drink. I wasn't even thinking.
That's how
on
hard
me.
waters we go. If you guys,
look
before
at
we
me.
even
Bro,
got on
I'm
camera,
drunk. Like, I'm drunk as hell. Like, I'm fucking three. I'm three Jack and
Bro,
Coke.
I
I
probably
low-key
poured
need to
the
take a
most
piss, but
dirtiest
it's all
drink.
good.
I probably
You're
poured.
good. I just took a fucking piss.
I probably
them how
poured. Yeah,
dirty that
exactly.
drink
I
was.
probably poured the most dirtiest drink for water. Not expecting. I was like, bro, you
Like
sure
1/8
you want me to pour
Coke,
dirty? Yeah, and
90%
It was like, yeah, bro. Like
Jack.
that's what I do. And I poured him a dirty drink. Star poured him a dirty. This ain't. Yeah, bro. This ain't doing him justice.
this is
in my
water.
eyes.
This is not Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This is wins and losses. Baby.
Let's go.
Before we start this podcast, it's wins and losses.
Let's
so
go. Hell
we're-
yeah,
we're
bro.
doing it the right way.
All right, bro. So like, I like how you guys touched on the whole like, basically, if we're putting it straightforward, you guys hold the same values. You guys hold the same
100%.
beliefs. That's where it all ultimately stems from, which I think goes a long way. So, like I want to talk about like some like ultimate goals. Like where if you were to think about the future, where do you see you
Of
guys?
the image.
Of
Oh
the
my
image
God,
as
bro.
a whole.
Maybe even your personal. But
I think there's two sides to what we do, and this is something we're figuring out, like as of like
we
yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Even right now.
It's an everyday thing.
I think there's the artist side.
Okay.
Like we want to be. I think being the greatest is selfish. I think that's like a selfish thing. Like being the greatest is something that like you gotta want so badly that you're gonna cut things off for so many people. And I respect the greatest. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think what we want kind of falls into a path of we just want to give something to people that they use for some type of positive, whatever, bro. Like however it's gonna make your life be complete in any way.
Exactly.
But then on the other side, we want to be the greatest writer and producer, and that I will say the greatest, because we want to write for everybody. We want to say fuck everybody else. We want to have hits on hits on hits.
Yeah.
But our own artistry is something we're like, we just want to be able to give to people. Yeah. But
Exactly.
for everybody else, we're like, we want as many plaques as possible.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So it's like, dude, we want to hit every level. We want to go at it
Coming soon.
straight the fuck up.
Yes,
Grammys.
literally coming soon. Like we
Grammys,
just session last night off the plane. Come on.
Yeah, we're
Right?
we're active.
Fresh
bro.
off the plane, bro.
Fresh off the plane, we had
Didn't even sleep last night. It's
Not
cool.
neither.
Yeah, Fred
we
took
had
off these shades, you'd really see.
You'd see the bags.
Yeah, you'd
They're
see
getting there.
this
They're
guy.
getting
It's not Louis Vuitton bags. These are literally eye bags. Come on.
The cloth bag.
But yeah, I think there's levels to it, like we were talking earlier.
Uh-huh.
I think there's a lot of different sides to us, not just the artistry, and we want to touch on everything. So
What about you, friend? Like, I feel like.
Oh, I mean,
Can you
like
add on
that's
to
what.
that?
Yes, literally to add on to that, it's the same thing. You know, if not deeper. You know, there's other goals that are we would accomplish later on, but that's like outside of this. You know, mainly focusing on the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you know. Obviously, we understand how like Grammys work and that thing, but I mean, the main thing is like delivering music, you know, to people that at least work as hard as us. You know, like those people that drive. We want to be great at it. You know what I mean? Want to be recognized in the sense like millions and millions of people appreciate what we do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know,
Exactly.
It's
Any like key motivators or like anything that like.
every single day,
everything.
bruh.
It could be anything.
Not even if you're just an
What?
artist, just
Yeah, like
any
what's
person, like,
something?
your
What
advice?
what's
I don't
something
wanna
that drives
touch on-
you
I
every
don't
day?
want to touch on it because there's so many people, bro. It's like there's like a lot of most of the things that drive both of us are people. Like
Yeah.
we are both very like introspectively spiteful people. It's kind of shitty to say, but it's like, bro, you'll
You
look
know
at
us.
us wrong. You'll look at us wrong. We'll make like 2 albums about you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of fucked up, but it's like that's the thing.
Live
It's
through
like
it.
we feel like a lot of the times we go in places and you know it's nothing about anybody specific, but it's like, you know, not everybody necessarily sees what we see in what we're trying to do, and you know, people are really quick to be like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. And so like that is a big motivator of like, I feel like this kid might be the greatest producer to ever live. I'm gonna say that right now. I can hold my damn own, bro. Like I'm not talking shit on myself. I can hold my damn own too.
Appreciate
So
you,
it's
bro.
like
Yes.
when we walk in places, I know we're not at that level to be like, I demand respect, but I feel like don't be so quick to judge us and say we're not shit, because you don't really know what we're capable of till you really come in contact.
Never. People never know.
Yeah.
They look at like 9 times out of 10, they look at us and they're like, "Can you grab me a coffee?"
Bro, it's happened. Bro, people are literally like, "Yo, grab me a water." I'm like, "Bro, I'm the writer here. I'm not a fucking runner." You know?
Yeah, bro. Like people looking at me like, "Oh, you engineering your set?" Whoa, bro. Like I'm here to play the keys, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
You guys feel like you disrespected
I can get you
at some
water,
points,
though.
or-
Yeah.
large amount.
Nah, bro. I mean, it's all part of it, and like we do
It's
love.
industry.
It's kind of weird to say, but we like the disrespect.
I
bro.
love
can't
being
even
the
talk
yo,
about
we
it.
love being the underdog.
It drives
bro.
us. It drives us both
Underdogs
mutually.
aren't always undefeated, bro.
Nah,
you know what I
they're
mean?
Not
They
always defeated.
defeated.
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
We're the goats, but
Yeah, but
underdogs
yes.
aren't always not capable. I guess
Right.
is what he's trying to say.
Exactly,
We like that.
yeah.
especially from a perspective.
Keeps the chip on the shoulder.
Any like pressure points? You feel like there's any pressure points on you guys at any point, or like anything that like
Do you ever feel the pressure?
yeah? You ever feel like
Oh.
you at any point did you ever feel like damn like
Do you feel pressure?
pressure on yeah,
I mean, the pressure really comes
or
down.
you just built for this shit and you just framed?
That'd be crazy. He's not a machine like that. That'd be crazy.
If my answer was yes to that, I'd be not human. But I am human, bro. And a lot of the times, bro, like I'm gonna open up about this, bro. It's like the pressure is like you like for me, it was like I was put in the situation. You know what I mean? Like I was blessed enough for my dad and my mom to push me like to the extreme with music, bro. Like you know, and you know, there was a time my sophomore year in high school where I was like, I wanted to throw in the towel, bro. I was playing the violin for over 10 years at that time, bro. And
now you were playing the violin for 10 years.
I've been playing the violin for like.
This kid came out the womb with a fucking
Bro,
bow in
with
his
a
hand.
fucking violin.
This kid, I swear to God, they did the ultrasound. He had a bow in his hand.
We got a violin over
My
here.
mom
He's
was telling me.
kicking. They're like, he's kicking. No, it's the bow poking.
The
you.
ball poking the violin.
My mom would tell me, bro, like when I was in her womb, bro, like I would be, if I was moving around, bro, she would just play the piano and I'd stop.
Okay,
And
so
like,
you have the music background, like your family's.
bro,
like
I mean,
this?
yeah, bro, my mom was a music major at University of Hawaii. Like my dad, like
Okay.
he just was blessed with a beautiful voice and just started singing later on. You know. What I
Also,
mean?
shout out your dad. Your
Right?
dad has one
Shout
of
out to the
most-
pops, bro. I
His
ain't
dad
know
is
any
one
of
of the
that.
most
Yeah, yes,
beautiful
bro.
voices
What
I've
kind of
ever.
music does he sing though?
Hawaiian music, bro.
Bro, it sounds like
it's-
it sounds like what singing is supposed to sound like.
Yes, he sounds
sounds
like
like
what
what
a
a singer's
singer is
supposed
supposed to
to
sound
sound
like.
like.
Even though he never took singing lessons, nothing. He just, you know, like it was all from my mom, I feel like. And, you know, to go deeper than that, the pressure really comes down to like, am I making my parents proud at the end of the day? You know, bro, like everybody says that to themselves, you know, am I making my
Yeah.
parents proud? Like we all make bad decisions, you know, we all choose to do the things that we do, but at the end of the day, you know, like there's always that deeper, you know, love that they have for us, that no matter what we do, bro, like, you know, obviously some people, for you know, they don't have that, and I would love, and I wish that some people, everyone had that, but you know, we have that, you know,
Yeah.
some of us have
No,
that.
exactly, and I love that both of you guys touched back on like your individual families, because bro, if at the end of the day,
Pressure,
you
bro.
know, exactly, and at the
Pressure
end,
makes diamonds. You know what I mean?
there you go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, if it, you know, both of you guys value your family so strong that, you know, that could be even a key motivator or something like that. Because like, you know, if it wasn't for your family to like, you know, to put you in this spot, bro.
Who
like,
knows
you know
where
what I
I'd
mean?
be.
And you're Filipino, friend. We're Filipino, bro. So it's like, bro, if you go to,
Do not get me started.
yeah, did not
Yeah.
get the bed started.
He didn't even
I didn't even
open
open
this
this
one
one yet. Hold
I'll
on.
get
bro.
the shotgun in.
How deep we
Shotgun
going into
in.
this
really
white
need a
class?
pee.
This is you gotta finish. By the way, you gotta finish this before the podcast ends. You gotta do all this,
Man,
but
but
need
you
to
gotta be a
pee.
boss.
All right,
I will
we
keep
can-
drinking.
you can't take a break in
Take
the
a
middle.
break.
I really need a
I
pee.
think
This isn't-
that
this
ass
isn't-
piss too.
We're
bro. I don't
almost
wanna-
an hour in.
This isn't wins and pisses. This is wins and
We're
losses.
an hour in though. It's
Bro, you
not
like
like
hold that shit.
Stop
I've been
it.
holding my
You're
shit.
only drinking 2.
Hey, bro.
Also,
What about
what about your home?
Come on, Jimmy.
This is
Come on,
exactly
Jimmy
what I do.
Perez.
That's
This
what
is
I do
not
to the
fair
guests.
treatment.
Jimmy Perez.
That's what I do. I get them fucked up, and then they express
I'm not
everything, and I'm
fucked
just
up, bro.
posted.
This man's on
fucked
2
up.
white claws.
I know what.
Hell yeah, bro! I
I'm
can't
out
help
of
it
the
when
way.
you guys are fucking drinking damn 40s and shit. These guys drink heavy, bro. I can't
Lightweight.
keep up with y'all.
Lightweight.
Yeah. I'll be the first to admit
I
it.
really
Uh,
don't. But can I? Yeah, pause it.
I don't want to pause it, bro.
Well, let
Can
it
we
run.
just
Just
run
let
it
me
while he's
piss.
taking a
All right,
piss?
Oh,
Yeah,
bro.
hold on.
He'll go first, and then you can go after him, and then
Bro,
we'll-
I just really.
I'll
need
try to. If you want to ask me a question, I'll try to make a super elaborate answer. So
we
like
can
by the
push
time he
this.
gets back, like
Right, don't take a long piss.
yeah,
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna try and stretch this.
On delay.
I'm trying to stretch this like as long as possible, but I'm holding you off.
Exactly. Okay, all right. So let's talk about this because I'm gonna
Let's
talk
talk
to.
about just about water.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm gonna talk about Fran after this when he
Narcissism,
gets
baby.
back
Let's
in.
go. I love it.
But like,
What's some shit you hate about Fran?
Oh my god. Dude.
Oh, okay,
I
we can break that
couldn't-
down.
nah, I'm just playing. I can't. No, bro. I love everything about that kid. Like straight up.
Just some.
all right, now time out, bro. Come on.
Points.
All right, we're being pure here, right? We value pureness. There's got to be a point in time where you and Fran got into like a little argument, and you're just like, bro, Fran, shut the fuck up. We're just like,
Nah.
Fran, stop.
I
Or-
mean, bro, a lot of it comes from me knowing that, like, you know, I'm a couple years older than him, and it's like it's not a huge
How old are you?
difference. I'm 23, he's 21.
okay.
So it's not like a huge difference, bro. Like we're pretty much same age. Like we have same friends, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I've been through certain things that he hasn't gotten the chance to get to,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really more of a patience thing. You know, like he is still growing every day, and he gets into these points in his life where it's like what I went through a couple years ago. And, you know, I try my best, like, not to intervene. Like, I'm not trying to, like, tell him how to live his life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like I never get,
Wait,
like,
what are you talking about though?
just with certain situations, like with
girl?
relationships, you know, with everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's not, I never feel like it's my place to tell somebody how to
How
go
to
about
do
their
it.
business.
Yeah, but if you
gotta
guys-
learn your shit. You know? It's
Exactly.
like, I learn my shit, you learn your shit. Everybody has to go through that process on their
And
own.
I feel like Fran would like take your input. Like,
he would, but it's I don't want that. Like it's not the way to go about things. You know what I'm saying? Like every now and then I'll give him my voice. I'll tell him if I think things are like really messed up. Like I'll explain it to him. But like he's a smart ass kid. You know he is a lot like how I was just a couple years younger. Mm-hmm. So there are certain situations I feel like I need to let him do his thing. And he does, and he ends up figuring out exactly how I figured out, sometimes even faster. You know, so it's like that's really what it comes down to. It's just like letting him be him. When sometimes I want to say, don't do this, don't do that, but
exactly,
I mean?
exactly, yeah.
So,
and no, I think that like that's good for you guys, bro, because like if you're constantly just putting your input in, bro, you're gonna project this side. Fran, you good?
Yeah.
This man just took a very fast.
Let's go,
pee.
bro. Yeah, Water was just talking hella shit on you, bro. Talking dirt,
bro.
bro.
I literally just dropped a bomb on you.
Yeah,
I dropped
bro.
a bomb on you.
Cap.
I said a lot of the crazy things.
Yeah, bro. How like how you guys your guys' chemistry is just so well, but I feel like at some point there's got to be a point. Like me and Star, we're close, bro. We talk every day. We live by each other. Sometimes, bro, we might butt some heads, and I feel like at some point you're butting some heads.
Oh,
with Water. I was
just giving him the rundown. I was saying it's like a lot. If we ever have complications, it's really because at the end of the day, I told him you're a couple years younger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like really more than anything, it's just you go through things after I've already gone through them.
Exactly.
So it's like a patience thing. It's more or less like I never tell him how to do his life. I never tell him how to live, never tell him how to interact with people, because he always ends up getting it anyway.
Exactly.
So it's like he's just going through it after
got
I've
it
already
like
gone
that,
through
Fran.
it. And because
I accept it.
he has that mind where he analyzes everything
patient.
just like I do. So it's like he's patient. He gets through
Very
things,
patient.
Analyzes his fucking situation, and he always ends up
Very.
making
Who
the
has
right
more
decision.
patience? I feel like Fran has more
I
patience.
have more
bro.
patience
Oh, you have more
for him. He has more patience in general.
general. Okay.
He knows.
I may be the most patient person in this
Yeah,
room.
I can tell you honestly, bro. There's no one that is patient with this kid ever, because he says some things sometimes that are just like, "What the fuck are you thinking, bro?"
But
Like,
only he gets it.
Yeah, only I get it. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
patience with him. He has patience with everything else. Everything else, I'm super impatient.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Nah, I can't do this." I'd be like, "Bro, it's only 1 minute in."
Yeah,
Like, come on, dude.
I have a very short attention span. That's the thing. Like,
So
I
no-
guess that's why when I'm making the music, I'm just like, okay, keep that in mind.
Let me implement.
he knows by now. But
Sometimes I'm like, okay, it's almost 30 minutes in. I mean, this may work out.
So no complications at all. No like interferences. Like no
wild,
like.
bro. Like we're
Bro.
2 years in. We really don't.
I honestly think we get through it. That's why it's more so like if we anticipate the okay, there may be a chance where we have to just come to an agreement on. We just address it. You know what I mean? And I feel like because we understand each other so like at the purest form of each other, like we, because it's like at the end of the day, like we set a foundation. We come back to that square one. And we establish it, we go through it, and then we just build on from there. You
And
know
we
what I mean?
both know, like, there's not really anybody else we can talk to about shit that we go through.
Yes,
it's really
bro.
just each other. So
Yeah.
it's like even if there's a problem, like we talk to
'Cause
each
there's-
other about
Bro,
it.
I think
Yes.
that's important, bro.
You know?
Especially as a duo, like you need the purity between you guys.
Yeah,
bro. If
we
you're not being pure,
Bro, we always say it's like think about like, and this is just a sports reference, but think about like the greatest teams of all time. The only thing that ever
Exactly.
stopped the greatest teams of all time was they broke up.
Yep.
And they left. You know what I'm saying? And we
fact. 'Cause I
talk
feel like
about that
they gave
all the
up.
time.
Yeah,
They gave
that's a
up, and they
fact.
were like, it was all for like we wanted to do our own thing, and it's like. I think we have over the years really come to an agreement. It's like, bro, we have so much fun just doing this together, and that's not to say we can't do things alone, but it's like we both are so aware of like what the vibe's like when we work together.
Yeah.
exactly.
And it's unmatched.
It's different. It's like I've like ever since moving out to LA, like I've worked with a number of people. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like everybody has their pros, but everybody has their cons. And with me and Water, it's like we understand the cons more than the pros.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's where we flourish the most. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's
There's
like
really no dispute,
there's
bro.
no. It's like we just like
Yeah.
we look at it like. Wow, we're both going through the same problem.
He
If
knows,
anything, it's
he
not
knows
like
my bullshit. Like,
Yes.
I'm a
call
big on
bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah, I
Like,
call
he knows
bullshit.
my
and
bullshit.
I'm over
Like,
here just like, that's cool.
I can't
And he's over
even-
here like, no, man, I hate this. I hate this.
I
Nah,
don't
bro,
yell,
it's
I
cool.
don't yell
I
like
got
that,
you.
but
Nah, I feel you. That's good though, bro.
doesn't
Because
get
like
like that,
as
sorry.
long as you guys have that mindset of just like the short, it's not for the short term game. You guys, everything is
Bro,
for the
all
long
long
term game.
term.
So all this little
All
shit
long
that
term.
happens in between, all these losses that take in between the wins, you guys understand that it's a process, And there's levels to this shit, which
Most
is like
definitely.
the greatest part, bro. I love that. So let's touch on the music, bro, for the viewers and stuff like that,
Yes,
because I know
please.
they are anticipating this.
If you
Did you guys even talk
you've
about this
made it
EP
this
at
far,
all? Like,
I thank you.
We mentioned it. We
Thank
mentioned
you.
it, but there's always more we can talk about.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So,
We talk for
what
yes.
what can we
What
expect?
is the EP title?
Yeah.
So the EP is in the full title. It's okay, an LA story. Okay, colon an LA story.
colon, not semicolon,
Not semicolon,
colon,
it's a
colon.
colon, an LA story.
There's a difference.
What's the meaning behind that?
Yeah.
So we were off an album. Album had a lot of meaning. It was super like it's a concept.
Hasn't
album.
even come out yet.
We're deep into it,
That's
and
the thing, I haven't heard.
I know you haven't.
I'm like, hold up.
I
I
know
just
you
heard,
haven't started.
I heard
It's okay.
singles and
It's
stuff.
okay.
and
That-
EPs,
that-
though.
we may play
That
it
will
for
come
you
in time. That will come in time.
Later.
But
later.
Old
yes,
time.
yes. But this EP, we were kind of like refocusing, and we're like, okay, what do we do here that can be something we can just get to the people right now, but it's still us. And we made this whole project literally inspired by being in LA, driving in LA, like seeing the lights, like seeing the people, interacting with everything. Like
journey.
during
Cities.
COVID, not in COVID, it's all about a vibe. So the whole vibe is like, it's more or less like the feeling you get while being in the city, being around like all of our friends, all of the people we don't know. It's really just, it's a city vibe.
I have to ask, is this all produced by Fran? Or-
Absolutely,
Let's
bro.
go.
Come on,
Let's
bro.
go.
Come on, bro.
There's
Like,
not even
everything.
things that I don't touch.
Every single thing, bro. I really won't get on things. Like, I don't do things without this man. Like, it's so gotten to the point where I don't trust people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
I feel that, bro. You're on your toes. You're on your toes.
But somehow he trusts me.
I do trust him. It's just this. It's a big key point. So it's like, you will see some of our, like, the only features we have on this whole project are our friends. But like, we didn't go out of our way.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do anything. We just used our friends, and it's our voices, our production, our ideas.
Yeah.
Entirely. So we're
Just the two of us.
just the two of us, bro. It's like with everything we
That's
do,
fire.
it really just comes down to us two, nothing else.
Like
and,
no other engineers, no producers, no other writers. It's
Yeah.
literally just us,
and
bro.
we're proud of this, bro. Like
Exactly.
we're super proud of it.
Yeah, bro.
so.
You got that's like the purest form of being a creator. You know what I mean? Not
That's
relying
why I
on
was like,
anyone.
Yo, bro,
It's
you
all.
need to bring him.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, bro, we need
Yeah,
him.
bro.
Here.
I feel that exactly. Well, it's the image, of course, bro.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
I feel
sir.
that 100%, bro. Like,
I couldn't imagine this shit without.
I know, right? Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
It's a lot different.
You see what I'm
would be
saying?
drinking all your Jack Daniels?
That too, exactly. No,
And
but
being
we,
like a belligerent uncle, bro. 'Cause I feel like I'm off my shit right now.
we
but
wouldn't
it's
get the
all
full story,
But
though,
he's
bro.
chill.
good. Hey, shout out wins and losses again. I can't remember.
Oh, let's talk about. Let's
Shout
go.
out WINS&LOSSES.
All right, so how many track? Yeah, exactly. How many can we
On the
expect
EP.
on the EP?
Seven.
On the EP,
Seven.
Seven on the EP.
songs.
One's already out because every woman is just
Every woman is
out.
the
Get the
lead.
title,
That's on there?
no.
All right, no.
you don't have to
No, we
say
got you.
Titles? Why you want to know the title? You gotta hear the song.
What do you
You
read?
care about the
What do you
title.
read
I know
books?
some of them.
You know
Harry
some
Potter
of them.
2.
Do you have
Harry Potter.
Do you have a favorite on there? You don't have to throw
Yeah.
the name on there,
Yes.
but you guys have like, oh, this.
It's
this
the EP title song. So the song "Okay" is
Yes.
both of our favorites. We're not
Okay.
necessarily saying it's gonna be the crowd favorite.
Yeah.
We have ideas what are gonna be
Please
the crowd
What is your
favorite.
crowd favorite?
I think it's either gonna be, well, obviously every woman's out, but it's either gonna be "Sex on the Roof" or
There you
"Put
go.
'Em Up."
Sex on
are
the
gonna
Sex on the
be-
Roof's fire.
Yeah,
Fran
it's
played that
on
for me last
bro.
time the other day. That shit's fire.
I had this girl ask me if I ever had sex on the roof after,
just because the song.
and I said no, but this was kind of like my invitation to be like, I want it.
Yeah.
I was looking for it. So, but that song people are gonna like, and then
So no commitments, huh? No commitments, no female
yes,
commitments.
well, no. Stop
No-
asking me.
no comment.
Stop asking me. Well,
We don't
when
have
is this?
to
When is this?
tap
When is
into
this?
that.
When is
We
the
haven't.
podcast coming out?
We haven't fully.
wow, right? We
I
got
would say
time, we got
before your EP.
It
for
might
sure. Before the EP.
complete.
for
Okay,
sure.
that's too early for me to say.
That's it. Oh, okay.
I'm not getting into that right now. I'm not getting into that right now. But,
Yeah, let's not.
yeah, you know,
Not
yeah.
everybody.
Sex on the
Not
Roof was
like
inspired.
everybody loves
What?
us, but not everybody loves us. If you
Oh,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. For all you kids watching out there, just remember in life, like I'm very fortunate to be in this situation. Accept the losses,
Appreciate.
but always remember once you lose a game, bro, you have to go back.
So,
Never straight up.
strategize so you can what?
Win.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Win.
Let's go. And it's important to value both the losses and the wins
Yes,
because
sir.
of how impactful these losses can teach us. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up the podcast pretty soon, bro. So I want to make sure, for the viewer standpoint, are there any advice or like recommendations or anything like that you can give? Just words of wisdom and words of encouragement. For anyone that is trying to create or even start music at the same point. You know what I mean?
Don't be afraid to find your thing. Don't be afraid to, even if it's like the craziest thing in the world, even if it's like people are quick to say it sucks or it's trash, they don't see it like you see it. Nobody ever will. So don't be so quick to listen to everybody. Know what you have, know what you're capable of, and just follow your instincts. Your instincts will never betray you.
That's a
100%.
fact. Believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
That's
For
a fact.
me, very similar to that. Let me just, on a more broad perspective, just remember. Excuse me.
That's the claw for you.
Yeah, it's the claw.
Just remember, whatever you want to do in life, you need to understand that it may never just be what you want to do, So always take a step back and remember that the foundation is the most important thing. Whatever you want to do, just remember that if you fall, as long as you build your foundation, it's always going to be able to be, you're always going to be able to build off of that. You know what I mean? It'll catch you. Yes, because some falls are harder than most.
But don't be discouraged. I think
never
that's
be discouraged. Like, always chase after your dream. Like we did. You know what I mean? Like, in both of our lives, there were people telling us, like, no, nah, you're not gonna do that. But you suck at rapping. Oh, you can play the violin, but you can't do this. You know what I mean? Or you can't sing or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just remember, if you sit there and you work at it, eventually you're gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? But at that same time, accept the losses just as much as you're gonna celebrate those wins. Because they're just as important to each other as you are in life.
Like I said, the losses teach you more than the wins could sometimes. Right? For sure.
They will always teach you more.
You have to learn to value and appreciate those losses in order for you to
100%.
transcend to the next level. You know what I mean? And I feel like you guys.
And just remember, no matter how successful anyone gets, even for ourselves, no matter how successful we get, we're always remember that you're never there. You're never gonna be there. So always chase after that and like keep growing, keep building, keep finding new ways.
Levels.
Just
Absolutely.
keep building a new level. So like till you break that record. You know what I mean? Till you break that elite status. If it's from sports to music to acting to modeling to even working a regular job. You know what I mean? There's ways, like, work your way up, build yourself up, and just live a happy life. And keep doing the right thing. You may not choose to do the right thing at all the times. Just remember, there's always a consequence, and always strive to be the best person that you can be. I'm just always gonna say that. Like, no matter what, you can just plant tile your whole life, or build floors or build roofs, or you could be producer, writer, whatever. You could be an artist, actor.
Yeah.
But just always remember, just be.
Be friends.
You can just be friends.
Yo, TED Talk coming soon.
That's all that.
Yo, TED Talk coming soon.
TEDx wins.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, bro.
Yo, thank you guys, by the way, for having us. This was dope.
Thank you.
This whole setup is dope, by the way. We gotta come back.
I
when
will be
everything's-
back. I would
For
love for us to be back here.
Bro, y'all definitely coming
up.
back on here,
Straight
bro.
up.
No, definitely, bro. I know you guys have room for growth, and that's definitely.
Our hair might not look like this, but
Yeah, we might not both be blonde.
Yeah, you guys want to
next
see
time.
Fran like a couple years ago? We'll throw.
Shit was long.
stop it.
But in general, bro,
Yeah, you can
thank you
show
guys.
it.
Thank you guys for everything, for having
thank
us.
you,
Like,
yes.
Yeah.
great time. I'm
100%.
fully liquored up. I'm ready to
No,
go.
I appreciate that, bro. Any last? I know we're expecting the EP dropping soon.
Yeah.
Any last shout outs or anything you guys want to give out?
Shout out.
Shout out to you guys
You
that made
guys-
it this far in this.
Yeah, because if
podcast.
you made it this far, you just put up with a bunch of shenanigans. But also, shout out Nick Lamarck. As much shit as we talk, that dude is like the third member. He does so much for us. Shout out Ox, our manager. We love him. He does a lot for us.
shout
too.
out Law, shout out the
Shout
house.
out. Shout out.
Go
ahead, drop.
Also, shout out Boo. We would not be here without
Yes,
Boo if this
100%.
comes out. It's very important.
You'll see why.
That man did a lot for us. We're here
There we
because
go.
of him. Shout out, what? You said socials?
Yeah, your social.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Where can they?
Image
Yeah, where can
It
they find
was
us?
here on Twitter, on Instagram.
Instagram.
What are the social? We have Snapchat,
Yeah,
bro.
Snapchat at Image.
At Image.
Follow,
We're on Snapchat,
Go
yeah.
check us out on YouTube. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
I'm the one that does the Snapchat, by the way. So if you add the Snapchat, you'll just be getting like mad selfies. So
He
like,
also does the Hinge and Tinder, but
How about TikTok? I know you guys got a TikTok.
Oh,
You got a
TikTok, yeah.
Let's go.
that's friends. That's friends. I do the Twitter and I do the IG and the Snap.
Okay, and just to clarify, they can find you what?
Image was here.
at Image was here. Our personal socials,
Watrcup.
Watrcup.
No E. So WATRCUP.
brands.
All right, first perfect, and you guys can see a little
R-E-N-S-K-I-Z.
snippet on my Instagram, AdamGPrez_, and that's pretty much it, guys. I want to go ahead and make sure that you guys, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, especially if you guys want to see that diss track to Nick. They'll drop it.
Yeah.
Make sure you drop that like, and
Hey,
until next.
wait, real quick. Put that episode before us.
No,
So the
it's
very
already
next episode we can diss Nick. That'll be hard as fuck.
I got you.
You'll
for
be
sure.
like Nick, and then fuck Nick.
And then the
But I
next
love him.
video that plays after is the Greninja song.
Yeah.
Let's go. You guys heard it. You guys heard it all here. Purest form over here on the Wins and Losses podcast. I'm Adam G. Perez _ your host. And until next time, guys, we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Greninja.
Yeah. Hey.
Greninja. Greninja.
Hey, shout out. Hey, shout out Nick.
Greninja.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Bitch, I'm Greninja. Bitch, I'm Greninja. Bitch, I'm Greninja. Hey. Bitch, I'm Greninja. Hey. Bitch, I'm Greninja. Hey. Hey.
Greninja.